Hi guys, today's video is a news video. I've got two bits of good news. This story, which is Ministers Meeting Inflames Tobacco Giant, and top Republican clings to his job after Hurricane Sandy vote blunder. And I'm going to talk about how the UK reported about American, which you probably heard of, which is all about John Bohanna, a congressman from Ohio, who's the House Speaker. Okay, the good news. Japan Tobacco International introduced B&H Jewels, that's Click and Rolls by Benson and Hedges, this summer. And from the 1st of January 2013, that was a couple of days ago, they're going to launch them in tins. The retail price will be £3.62, and they're going to be introduced so you can buy 10s or 20s. So I've got a bit of cough this morning, and the link to the news story is down there. I'm talking retail, one of the best sources of new tobacco products in the UK. Go and check them out ever so often, and you get the tobacco news. Also, Philip Morris International is to rebrand Marlboro Brightleaf cigarettes. You probably remember the pack, they look like that, and pretty unusual. The brand launched in 2009 and is evolving to become Brightleaf, whilst maintaining its position from the makers of Marlboro. It's currently aimed for the smokers the legal age to 29-year-old smokers, and the rebrand will take place on a path of a long-term growth. The new pack design will refresh the Brightleaf branding whilst continuing to leverage the Marlboro quality, which will differentiate it from the core range. Brightleaf, according to the marketing director of Marlboro, Philip Morris, said it's especially developed for the UK adult smoker, and is not like any other tobacco product except for quality. And they're trying to separate it from the Marlboro Reds image. Now, the branding is reinforced with a message that introduces British irreverence. The branding develops on the back of the pack, reveal a cello message, new pack, unequivocally assured, most definitely the same smooth taste, salted, which were evolved to, specially created for the discerning British taste during a two-phase process. Phase 1, Brightleaf will run for 3 weeks starting next week, I believe, featuring a soft introduction to the new design, which will display the current pack graphics on 3 sides of the polyfilm with a ripped to reveal that a new pack lies beneath. The second phase will unveil the new designs in full, and redesign will be rolled out all across the UK. Brightleaf is only available in the UK, and it's made of Virginia blend tobaccos, as used by 92% of the UK cigarette market. Comes in 2 variants: full flavour, 10mg, one of my favourite cigarettes, and Brightleaf Platinum, which has 7mg, £6.95 for 20. So your Brightleaf is going to have a new pack design, and B&H Jewels will be, I think, the only capsule cigarette available in tins. This is going to dissolve. Next news story coming up. Okay guys, I found this in the Times. As you know, every day I go to News International, the publishers of the Times and the Sun, and I get free paper. Unfortunately, the Times has a paywall on their website, so you can't read the story on the website, but there it is. Basically, Imperial Tobacco has raised concerns that a minister held a meeting with a leading anti-smoking lobby that sponsors a parliamentary smoking and health group. The world's fourth biggest manufacturer, a tobacco company, questioned the Department of Health on the nature of the meeting held in the Health Minister's office with the all-party parliamentary group on smoking and health after Action on Smoking and Health, a charity that provides the group's secretariat and funding, allegedly did not declare the encounter. Imperial's concern about the lack of transparency between ASH and the parliamentary group has emerged after the Times, which is this paper, reported out MPs and peers received hundreds of thousands of pounds from arms manufacturers, pharmaceutical companies and foreign governments to sponsor their special interest groups. Imperial Tobacco's concerns are set against disquiet from the tobacco industry over a World Health Organization article which the department quotes when refusing to sanction meetings with the tobacco industry on public health policy. Basically, Imperial's head of political affairs in the UK wrote to the Department's Tobacco Programme Deputy back in October asking for clarification when the Health Minister had an official meeting with the all-party parliamentary group on smoking, or rather ASH, the anti-smoking activists group. The Department's Tobacco Programme managers responded that the Health Minister did not attend a formal meeting of this group, rather than a delegation led by the chair of the parliamentary group met instead. So they lied. Imperial remained dissatisfied with the department's position, and basically ASH, which is the anti-smoking group, which sponsors the parliamentary group on smoking and health, received £580,000 over the last 3 years from the UK taxpayer. It was founded in 1971 and is a very anti-smoking organisation. So they're making representations to the government and the MPs are not listening to the smokers. Also in retaliation for this hiding, and because World Health Organisation says government shouldn't listen to the tobacco industry, the Tobacco Manufacturers Association, which British American Tobacco, Japan Tobacco International and Imperial Tobacco belong to, the Tobacco Retailers Alliance, have declined to give evidence to the inquiry on the grounds that all evidence will not be received in an impartial and transparent way. I think they'd be willing to put it in writing, but they're not going to put it orally, if you know what I mean. That's the news story. A bit depressing. I'm back with the final one in 2 seconds. Okay guys, final news story. And I was reading about the Republican infighting and about the American budget fiasco, which was solved at the last minute, and the new House Speaker from Congress is facing a revolt about dropping aid for the victims of Hurricane Sandy in the US. The new House Speaker is John Boehner, a 12-term Republican congressman from Ohio. Now, first things first, I disagree with most of his policies, and the Republicans are right-wing, whereas I'm a Democrat. And he lists his failures, including the aid to the victims, etc. And this progressed to from there to about there. And suddenly, all of a sudden, it says Mr. Boner, a 2-pack-a-day smoker, who is known for crying in public, barely held back the tears yesterday, his fingers fidgeting nervously as he accepted a gravel of office and made it clear the Republicans intended to fight over America's debt levels in the coming season. Now, whether he smokes or not has nothing to do with the article. There's no other mention of smoking in it, and I've read the whole lot. This is about the victims of Hurricane Sandy, and RJ smelt of that. Why did the Times suddenly reveal to us, who don't care less whether he smokes or not, the British public, reveal that John Boner smokes 2 packs a day? And I googled it, and the links to the articles are down there in the description. He's been attacked in the past. He's taken $340,000 from the tobacco industry. And in another article, he always loved smoking. And until 2007, when the Democrats banned smoking in the House, they were allowed to. Was allowed to smoke just off the lobby floor. Now, as a Democrat, I just strongly disagree with their smoking policies. And the rest of the article is down there. Also being attacked, and it's not just John Boner, is of course President Obama, because he used to be a smoker. Now I think he's now given up, and he kept being given questions about is the president going to give up smoking, etc. Because I think at one time he smoked 20 a day. Okay, that last one wasn't really a news story, but I just thought it was strange that a quality newspaper suddenly threw in that the Speaker of the Congress smoked 2 packs a day, which is totally irrelevant to the article. Okay guys, that's about it. Today's Thursday. My next video will be my tobacco review show on Saturday, and in it will be a Dunhill special where I'm going to review Dunhill Internationals, Dunhill King Size, and a Canadian Dunhills. Next week I'm going to review B&H Blacks, and also I'm going to do Rossman's Canadians cigarettes versus Rossmann Blues UK. The B&H Blacks are from Canada, and a big thank you goes to Adrian from Canada, and I'll put him in the description, etc. then. Thanks for watching this video, and stay lit guys.